So as you're working down this playbook, then it's, okay, strategy. All right. Well, we hired about 18 months ago one of the top CFOs in Silicon Valley. He's done 4 IPOs, a guy named Mike Sheridan. And I'll never forget, like, I think about a month after he joined, he goes, all right, we're going to hold an investor day because we got too many investors to talk to singly. And he goes, I want you to lead off. I go, well, what do you want me to talk about? He goes, well, just 4 things. What is this market we're going after? Why are we winning? Why will we continue to win? And why will we be wildly profitable? And I go, didn't you forget one thing? Like, that's good, right? But when you go public, they always say, hey, what's your second act? He goes, yeah, that's right. Cover those 5 things. I go, I can do that in 1 slide. He said, well, let's see the slide. I go, well, I got to make it first. But this is the 1 slide. This is what we call our leverage growth slide. We affectionately call it our tornado slide. So, all right, so if you look at this, anybody know what that is? It's a tornado, right? So the object of the game, when you're starting from scratch, you want to achieve escape velocity. You want to whip the winds of the tornado, right? So how do you do that? You create a category, right? And the platform to go with that. We've invested $1.5 billion in the platform. Create a strong value proposition, loyal members, right? Loyal partners, and create a network, right? And as you scale up there to the right, you're going to increase your barriers to entry on the bottom. This is tougher for anybody to compete with you or get into that business. And also, you're going to get leverage into the business model. So what I'm going to show you are the strategic chess moves that we've been following for literally probably the last 6 years. So create the category, digital transaction management, right? Then the question is, okay, well, do we go after the businesses or do we go after the consumers? Well, it is, we believe in the guy with the golden rule, the guy with the gold rules. So you go after the businesses, create a strong value proposition in terms of quantifiable ROI, all that. And then you naturally get the consumers, right? So as you think about State Farm is a great customer for us. They have 70 million policyholders. Now all of a sudden we're touching all those consumers. The real estate market was fantastic because the real estate agents use, and then everybody uses it to close their house, right? And then you get the viral effect between the businesses and the consumers. Then how do you turbocharge it? You turbocharge it with partners, right? Companies like IBM, companies like Cisco, you got SAP, Salesforce, all these guys, Microsoft. So now all of a sudden that's really whipping the winds of the tornado. And in many cases, these companies resell us, and that gets it going. So now you can see you're beginning to get leverage in that business model. Because for us, it is how do we do things more efficiently? Then when you've established yourself, you're saying, okay, can we create a standard? And if you think about the PCI standard in payments, it sets a quality bar for that. We did the same thing with the XDTM standard. We grabbed the guy who came up with the PCI standard. He's been at Visa for 19 years, the former director of National Institute of Standards and Technology for the U.S. government, created a board of governors of who's who, and we created this standard, which sets the bar in terms of privacy, security, availability, compliance, interoperability, universality. So you define that standard. Now you're building some serious barriers to entry, because for somebody to get at that quality level, it's going to take a long time and a lot of money. Then that kind of creates the network effect, right? The DocuSign Global Trust Network, which is that fast, frictionless, open, secure network. Now with that, you can begin to monetize that. That's what we call our second act, right? So with that, now all of a sudden we bring on the third-party developers. That's actually over 50% of our business now. where it's really turbocharged that. Value-added services, we just announced DocuSign Payments 2 weeks ago, and that is you can sign and pay all in one easy step. And we did that in conjunction with Visa, Apple, Google, and PayPal. And then the next feature, smart contracts. Some of you guys asked some questions about that. I won't get into that, but that is being able to parametrically have smart contracts, utilize blockchain, and all these new technologies for that.